Donald Trump did a Fox News interview earlier today with Maria Bartiromo, and it was wall-to-wall pathetic. Trump is still crying like a crazy, whiny little baby about the election, and he's still blaming a Supreme Court that is vastly, vastly conservative for the fact that he's not president anymore. I want to play you a clip, and it really shows that he's such a loser.
So this was a terrible blot on our country and our country's history and our country as a free and fair place. You can't allow this to happen. We were very disappointed by the Supreme Court because they didn't have the courage to take it up. They didn't want anything to do with it. Too controversial. They didn't want anything. The Supreme Court didn't have the courage to take it up, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
Look at that. Look at this man. He's complaining about a Supreme Court that would have loved to help him steal the election if they had any sort of case where 3 of the judges were his and another 3 were appointed by Republican presidents. 5 of them at least are hardcore conservatives. You might call Roberts a moderate conservative. If they had any sort of case, they would have listened to Trump, showing just how badly Trump lost and just how awful of a job he and his lawyers did when making his case. But this interview was troubling. There are parts of this interview where I don't want to play the clips because it spreads dangerous conspiracies, specifically around Ashley Babbitt and people at the Capitol on January 6th. I have a couple screenshots on the screen, but basically Maria Bartiromo and Donald Trump are spreading absolutely dangerous conspiracies about that day, saying that everyone there was a victim, saying that everyone there was peaceful, there was no real danger, and it's just an effort to paper over Donald Trump and his thugs' direct attack on democracy and an attempt, among other things, to end the life of his own vice president. And this is not academic, because listen to this.
Republicans against any Democrat. They want to do anything they can to stop that. These are dirty players, and it shouldn't happen. It's a disgrace.
All right, so the question is, will you make the run again? You said that you know your answer, but you're not revealing it yet. You ready to get back in that ring and run for president again, sir?
Well, I do know my answer, but I can't reveal it yet, and because that has to do with campaign financing and everything else. You know that, so I can't reveal it yet, but I absolutely know my answer. And we're going to do very well, and people are going to be very happy, Look, I look at cable ratings. I look at the ratings of CNN. They're down 79%. MSDNC is down 64%. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think they're going to come out and endorse me. They'll endorse Donald Trump pretty soon, I think.
There you have it. Trump is running. Like, he's not saying 100%, but what he's saying is, I can't say I'm running now because of campaign finance laws, but he's running. So this isn't over. Everyone's like, we got to move on beyond Trump. No, the man remains and will be until he either dies or is defeated again, the key threat to American democracy. We ignore him at our peril.